Batch 107 today is going to be like a German Dunkel, only without the lager yeast. So once again, we got the water ready with the electrical cord here overnight, and we're about to dough in here. It's very handy to do it this way. Come out here early in the morning and it's all ready. So we got to treat the water for the pH. Doughing in with the German style Dunkel here. Oh, my back is not in the program today. Nice. 152, 53, 154, 155. On this gauge, we want to be right about 155, 156. That's 156 on this gauge. And on the candy gauge, let's see what we got here. 154. I'm showing a little higher, but let's get a cover on this. Gonna start over loft here on the almost a Dunkel, a Dunkel. Got a dark color. Got a reddish hue so far, looking good. Oh, the smell. I do love the smell of this. So we'll run a pitcher off here, and then we'll go off to the boil kettle. Yeah, she's running really clear. Main reason you do this is to settle the grain bed, for those who don't know. And we just come back up here, and we've showed this a million times. And we just dump it back in here over the spoon, not to disturb the grain bed. Oh, the smell is fantastic. Nice. Nice reddish hue. I think we're going to do another pitcher, so we're not going to bore you with this part. We'll go ahead and run another pitcher off here. All right, we'll slowly run it off to the boil kettle here through a screen. We'll catch any other particles that end up going through there, if there are any. The system of a mash tun works pretty good for this. So this is the Dunkel, but it'll be brewed with USO 5 yeast. That's just our version of it. It's a dang good beer. We're hoping to hit about 1050, 1052. We'll see what happens. Almost coming to a boil. This hot break is really trying to happen. I was going to turn it down, but I'm like, I don't use a foaming agent. Any of you guys out there use foaming agents? You let me know in the comment section if you want, I don't care. We're coming up with a name for this Dunkel. It's a German Dunkel type dark beer. It's going to be brewed with ale yeast though. So we'll let you know the name of it when we actually hit it. Sometimes I wait till I taste it to actually know what it's going to be called. There she goes. There was a hot break. The proteins are starting to fall down inside the kettle. The steam's picking up. And she's starting to fall. There she goes. There she goes. Look at that foam and all those proteins falling right back into the kettle. Got a nice vigorous boil. So the first addition of hops we're going to put in here in a second. And they are Glacier. 2 ounces of Glacier. And they have low alpha acid of 5.3. And that's what we want, is lower alpha acids. This is not supposed to be a hoppy beer in any form whatsoever. Dunkels are not that way. Browns are not that way. So here we go. 2 ounces on a string. Into the mix. Hot break is completed. 2 ounces of Glacier hops are in. And we'll let this... Wow, the camera lens is really fogging up there. The fan's making a lot of noise here. So yeah, 2 ounces of the Glaciers are in. And the last addition of hops are first time I've used them. They're a crystal hop. 2.3 alpha acids on these ones. And it'll be 1 ounce in the last 20 minutes. Batch 107. A Dunkel. We're going to call this one Dunkelstein. I'm going to put some ferment O in here. About the last 20 minutes. Then I'm going to dump in the 1 ounce of, what do we call this hop again? The crystal pellet hop. Get out of the bag there. We like to put them in bags. We make our own muslin bags here. And that's what it looks like with some of the ferment O in there. So in goes the second addition of hops. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. I'm going to drop it yet. Second addition of hops are in. About 20 minutes to flame out. What a mess I'm making here. Why wouldn't I? This came in at 10:47 pre-boil. I'm checking the sheet now. Yeah, 10:47 pre-boil. We'll see what it is after flame out. Oh, I see we lost it. It fell in here. Now we're going to go get the spoon to dig it out. I wasn't paying attention. I dropped the whole bag right in there. String it all. Camera's on here. All right, we fixed it. There goes our timer. So we're going to do a flame out here. We're pulling the hop bags. We're pulling the hop bags out first. I'll let that sit there and drain a few minutes. And we'll throw it into a garbage, and then we're going to flame out here. And we'll be putting, looks like a string stuck in there. I hope not. Huh. We'll be pitching the yeast shortly, or we're going to put the wort chiller in. Flame out. I always turn the tank off first, let the gas burn out of the regulator, and then turn the regulator off. And come over here to my wort chiller. Oh! Kind of get the hose into the thing first. And have a little water running through it first. You know, it's all sanitized in here. And we pick her up. Let it drain. Drip drain a minute. Throw her into the wort. And get it on full. And we're chilling, re-chilling. So we're off to the fermenter here. I forgot to get a reading on my chronometer. 61. with that. Phew.
Looks like she'll have some good body.
Should. Stir it up, Donnie. Stop it. There's not that much trouble in these, so I think I keep going, you know. Sanitize the pack of yeast. And like I say, this is a Dunkelstein. Almost a Dunkel. We made it before. We're using US-05 yeast, top fermenting yeast. And then she goes. And we're going to cover it. Why wouldn't I? You do an open fermentation. I did that once. Accidentally. But the beer came out really good. Thunderstruck. So Dunkelstein. Ow, ow, ow. Dunkelstein lid is on. Find the airlock here. I know I got one of those in here somewhere. And here we go. All we got to do is the cleanup, and that's just a kettle. So, and that's what the kettle looks like after brew. There's not much in there. Not much at all. We got ourselves a blood orange here. She's out of the fridge. A little sediment on the bottom. I don't know if that's going to pick up in the camera. But otherwise, she's clear as a whistle. This thing is, well, now it's 13 months old. Let's see if she's okay to drink in the carbonation department. And a little can of smoke. And we're going to pour it gently. That's not to disturb it. The wife's going to be here and have one with me. Yeah, she's pouring really, really nice. And we're going to leave the sediment out of this one. She's pouring clear as a whistle. All that sediment is stuck, a little bit coming. She's stuck on the bottom though, nice and that's the way to do it when she's bottle condition. Nice and clear. Be able to see right through that sucker. And this one also, look at that. I miss bottling. You guys out there, can you imagine that I say I miss bottling when I say I go to kegs, because bottling's a pain in the dick. It's a pain right in the friggin'... Oh.
Knowing that a beer has been sitting there that long and tastes so good.
Oh, absolutely.
Delicious.
After 13 months?
Delicious.